Hello everyone, Earl Henderson, Primordial Defense. Thank you for watching. I have another Monday quarterback video for you. I'm going to play this video and talk about things that are going on to better explain what's going on and talk about things that I think that are being done right and are done wrong. Here we go.
This briefing will provide information about an officer-involved shooting involving members of the New York City Police Department. You will see relevant video footage and other available evidence that will allow you to gain a better understanding of the events that led up to the incident and what occurred during the incident based on the facts that we know at this time. New York State law and NYPD policy give police officers the authority to use reasonable force under appropriate circumstances. The department's Force Investigation Division conducts a thorough investigation when an officer discharges his or her firearm or in cases of any serious police-related injury or death. Sometimes these investigations can require as much as a year or longer to complete. Our understanding of the incident may change as additional evidence is collected, analyzed, and reviewed. Investigators are typically required to interview multiple witnesses several times, review many hours of video footage, and analyze a significant amount of forensic evidence. The images and information you are about to see may be disturbing. When a police officer uses force to take a person into custody or defend against an attack, the images can be graphic and sometimes difficult to watch. There may also be strong language recorded in the videos you are about to see. Viewer discretion is advised, especially for young children and sensitive viewers.
So you don't get to see much there in the CCTV. I wish they would identify who's who. So I'd like to point out this guy, he notices something amiss. Like something's going on. These girls are talking. He's looking. He's like, all right, something's wrong. So he gathers them up and he moves them out of the way. And it looks like he keeps them going to get away from what's going on and around the corner. So that's the best thing to do versus where this guy sitting here smoking whatever he's smoking hangs around and watches. Everyone wants to watch like fights go down. And you never know if a gun is going to be produced. And if a gun's going to be produced, you never know where that gun's going to be pointed at. It could be pointing at you. So the best thing to do when you're out in public and people start acting a donkey like this, get the hell out of there. You do not want to become the catcher for the stray round. So good on this guy for recognizing that shit was about to pop off and got his 2 friends, acquaintances, girlfriends, whoever the hell they are, the hell out of there. So we can tell that this guy is one guy involved. This guy's involved. It looks like it might be one on multiple. Or maybe 2. It's hard to tell for sure who's involved with what, because obviously it's not a sports team and they're not wearing team colors here. But that one guy right here looks like he starts to back away further and further doing this. This guy throws the punch. Looks like he continues to back away. That we can tell. He gets off into the shadows. And then it's very difficult to see anything else past this point. Could that have been him knocked down? Maybe. Don't know. Her. Let's see what she's doing. She's not doing much at all. Kind of hovering around, a little satellite. And it gets so dark over there, you just can't see much of anything going on. Back it up some more. So I don't know if this dude is associated with this dude, but this guy is being an aggressor. This guy's backing away, quote unquote, retreating, right? He could still be talking shit for all we know, but he's still backing away. This guy's advancing, closing that distance. This dude throws punches, and so far it looks like this guy and then this dude are on the same team. Because as soon as old dude here with the work boots on throws a punch at the guy in the black, he comes up swinging at him. So it could be maybe a 2-on-2 kind of thing potentially. This guy, don't know his involvement. He kind of goes into the shadow where you can't see much of anything. The girl that was involved with the guy wearing the white, she stays behind right here. She doesn't go forward any further. She probably, well, there she goes. She don't get very close up. She knows not to get too involved. And she just walks away. Like nothing. Like, oh, my night's over with. I'm done. Alright, so I can't really see much in that video. Nothing wrong with your audio. This is an Axon body camera, so it's just in buffer mode right now. He has not hit the record button yet. All right, let's see that again. All right, so who's some of the people here? So when he's getting out of the car, it looks like this first person right here could have been the first person that we've seen backing away from that crowd and who continued to walk away. That might be him, not sure. I think this is Work Boots dude. Maybe. Or maybe the dude being shot is Work Boots dude. Alright, I'll skip through this so we don't see a bunch of boring car footage. So I will say that at this point, they saw this altercation going on. They knew they were going to be pulling out and getting out on it. They should have already activated the camera before getting out of the damn car.
In the coming weeks,
It's hard to fucking make anything out when they cut these videos so damn short. So we got white shoes, blue jeans, and a white top. Alright, so let's back it up to the security footage. Alright, so I think this is the guy they ended up shooting. This dude right here. Clothing seems to match. Tennis shoes, blue jeans, look like a white top. Now we see the work boots dude, or the green jacket. He down here, he ends up taking his jacket off. You see him, barely see it, but he takes that jacket off. So that might be who was near him on the ground. Maybe not. so hard to say. They cut the video so short that you can't make much of anything out. So I'm guessing the gun is here, maybe? It's nighttime, and nighttime is not the best for footage. You just don't have enough light getting into the shutter to see much of anything with clarity. Shit. So, it's not. So, body cameras are great because I can show you what's happening, but they're not 100% great in the sense that you can fully tell everything that is going on without a doubt. Because it's nighttime, not a lot of light is entering the lens. We can't see with great clarity like we could during the day. The camera's shaking and moving. That's causing some clarity issues. And you'll never be able to see things the way the officers themselves are seeing them with their own eyes. Because the human eye works way different than a camera lens. Works similar, but way different. They don't start their cameras until later, so I don't know if that gunshot came out before they got out of the cars or as they were getting out of the car, or if it was right then and there. And it's hard to tell for sure the exact chain of events. But the dude's got a gun. He fires a round off, and these officers open fire. This officer can see that this guy is getting up. He's getting to his feet. He is armed. What's he going to do once he gets to his feet? He has refused commands to drop that damn gun. Is he going to try to get to this guy who is rolling off of him and getting away and try to murder him? Is he going to try and turn around and shoot one of these officers? Is he going to run to this car, hijack it, take them hostage? Don't know. Have no idea what this guy is doing. He is actively fighting. And for those officers, they don't know for sure if this guy is the initial aggressor or not. He could be defending himself as well. But the fact of the matter is this guy is not following commands. He is not dropping the gun, and these officers, I believe, are in fear for their life, and so they open fire. For this particular officer right here, this is his target. This dude's ass. I never got the video that I did, but I did one probably 5 or 6 videos ago where they shot a dude's ass. I think it was Austin police. The dude jumped off of a porch, rolled across the sidewalk, had a gun, and the way he was positioned, his ass was pointed at the officers, and they opened fire. So this is not a traditional target orientation. Your quintessential target orientation is your target is squared off to you, right? Like, you go to any shooting range across the world, the targets at a shooting range are going to be oriented in a way where the adversary is facing you. They're squared off to you. Even when you get targets that are paper with images printed on them, like in large photos to make it look kind of realistic, like a person's standing there holding a gun, they're going to be oriented in a way that they are vertical and facing you. They may be holding a hostage and they are vertical and they are still facing you. With 3D targets using cardboard, kind of like your IDPA targets, you can get those and have those targets turned and bladed in a way to be able to demonstrate that, if you're going to fire for center mass with intentions of hitting the heart, you may have to adjust for how you hit on the side of a target to be able to get to the heart if they're not in that classic face-to-face squared off stance. Other than that, there's not much else in regards of deviating from that quintessential target style. Like, I do not believe that there are any targets in the world that exist where it is a person's ass pointing at you. I don't think that exists anywhere in the world. But this is a potential scenario that you could find yourself in, and it's non-traditional. But if that is all you've got to go on, that is all you've got to go on. Can he hit center mass from here? Not exactly. But in that pelvic region, that pelvic girdle there, he can pop rounds into that dude's ass and hip area and have some desired effect in incapacitating the threat, stopping the threat. So if the target has their ass pointed at you, shoot them in the ass multiple times. You're going to hit some arteries in that area. The pelvic region has lots of arteries there. You just have to plug enough holes in there to get enough blood pouring out that they will become physically incapacitated. It may not be instantaneous, but it can occur. The spine right in here is more exposed from the backside, so the possibility of getting a spine strike in here is very real, and that can immobilize the person from the waist down, and they cannot move behind cover or move and be a harder target to hit. Yeah. And we see him reach back. I'm guessing he's reaching back because he can feel that pain in his butt or his backside. So if you look in the space right here between the leg and the arm, where lights from the headlights are shining through right here, if you look, it looks like that might be the gun.
In the co-
That's the guy that we already watched. So unfortunately, with Gomez, he does not have his camera activated, so we don't get to see a whole lot out of him. Way to go, Gomez. So I've talked about this before in New York videos. New York and LAPD have this propensity to use their portable radios without shoulder mics or lapel mics, remote mics, whatever you want to call them. I don't know why that is, but I find it to be super annoying. In my opinion, public safety radios should have lapel mics on them. I think that they are a necessary piece of life safety equipment, especially for law enforcement and for security. You need to be able to keep both your hands free for potential fighting purposes and dealing with other tasks. Having to hold this radio in your hand to be able to talk into it increases the risk that A, you may drop that damn thing and become separated from it. And then B, if you're having to pull your gun and shoot, then you're not going to be able to get a good two-handed grip on your handgun. And a good two-handed grip on a handgun is very important when it comes to being able to put your your rounds on target. Under a stressful situation. Now, if you're on the range, you can definitely shoot your gun one-handed. You can hold your damn gun upside down and shoot the fucking thing with your pinky. You can take a stick and put it inside the trigger well and pull the trigger and still hit bullseye. But that's only on the range under golf course conditions. In the fight, grip is an important thing. Because the pistol itself is short-barreled, and you only get 2 points of contact on there. Your dominant hand and your non-dominant hand. And even your non-dominant hand putting contact on that gun, there's only small parts of that gun that it's actually making contact with. So if this lieutenant's having to fire his gun, which he does, he fires one round, he may potentially having to be firing that gun one-handed. And with the handgun, when you take one hand off the gun, you're basically kind of slashing your accuracy in half at that point. So lapel mics are a much better thing to be having in this line of work. It just makes more sense to do that. I don't know. What has he got in his hand there? I guess it's an e-cig.
Got you! 4 minutes! 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 4 minutes!
All right. Not much else to say about this video. I wish they would have given some better clarity on who's who within this crowd, etc., or at least even put up a mugshot of the person that they're talking about, so you kind of have an idea on the film who the hell this person is. But they don't do that for whatever reason. If you like what you hear and see, go ahead and give me a like and a share. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and stay tuned for more Monday quarterback videos. Earl Henderson, Primordial Defense. Thank you for watching.